In medias res is a literary term that's used for describing when a story is told from a different point than the beginning, chronologically to the end. It's like starting the story in the middle and then jumping around different points of the story and having the viewer or the reader understand the story from flashbacks and different perspectives, and then eventually catching a chronological wave and going towards your destination. I wanted to make an exhibition, a work that brought the viewer into my personal story. And so the paintings are locations, places where I lived, studios where I worked, experiences that are very personal to me. Each one, by the title, although they're abstract paintings, it puts you in a sort of place in my life that goes back, now talking about art making, it goes back to 30 years when I was very, very young. I started painting really young, I think just because in my family there was always a lot of very open attitude towards the arts. My father was a filmmaker in Cuba. My mother studied architecture and she loved drawing. There was a lot of music. There was an atmosphere that was very lively. I really challenged myself to use really odd, really strange colors that you would normally not put together. My rules of color is to make everything work somehow and work with what you've got at that point, and to find a solution. So I look at paintings like problems somehow, visual problems that need to be solved. If I'm thinking of a really complex situation, the paintings are gonna take longer. Where sometimes I see the story of the painting so fast and it's so automatic that I can work on the painting and almost go from point A to point B in weeks. And it's just as layered, just as condensed, and just as much physical labor in those 3 weeks than what goes into the 3 years of a painting. It's just the satisfaction that you see visually and what reaches that story and what connects like what was going on in your mind when you originated the painting to its final completion.